This is Matt from Dice Roundtable. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you appreciate the channel so you're alerted to new content, and set the bell. And don't forget to check in the description for our links to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our website, as well as check the comments. Leave a comment if you have a question or see if someone else has some interesting thoughts. And for today, is going to be the first part of breaking down Battletech how to play. So let's get to the table and I will show you what I have in store. What this is going to be a character sheet that I have for Battletech that's been kind of filled out already. So there's a lot of information on these sheets, and I'm going to go section by section. So the first section up here is this quadrant. You would see the armor value of your mech. So in here, there's going to be dots. This is how much armor in each section. So you got the arms, you got the torsos, head, legs, and the rear torso. Down here is the internal structure. So if all the armor gets shot off from the mech here, then you can start hitting the skeleton of the mech. If it's a pre-done sheet for your mech, then there's usually a picture of what it looks like. This is a Thunderbolt, if I'm correct. Yeah, Thunderbolt. Up here is going to be your Mech Warrior information. So in here is going to be, you're going to have your name, your gunnery skill, piloting skill, and then hits for your Mech Warrior. So that information is right there. Over here is going to be your information of, is it an inner sphere or clan mech, the tonnage, its walking, running, and jumping. This is going to be your data sheet for your weapons. So all your weapon listings are here, as well as the location, the heat it generates, the damage it generates, as well as the ranges for those weapons. This part down here are going to be your location. There's a damage transfer image. So if you lose your arm, then it goes to the torso, then the center. So the damage still starts going. So basically, if it was hitting your arm, but your arm already fell off, then it's going to hit that right torso. Then in here, you're going to see different aspects of where everything is. So hand, shoulder, upper arm actuators, as well as the weapon slots. And the center torso is usually always your gyro engines, and your head has sensors, life support, and so forth. And this matters because if you are getting shot on your skeleton, then you're taking critical hits here. So you're going to roll D6s to determine if there's two sections, is it the top section or bottom section? If it's a blank, well, you're going to roll again because something's getting destroyed. There's just not empty space. Everything's being used. Over here is your heat chart. So you would keep track of your heat you generate by your actions. I often will use a either a 2d10 or a d20 to help track the information on the heat, because I'll track, let's say, if I have 14 heat but I got 10 heat sinks, then my heat for next turn will be 4. And down here is your cheat sheet of the bad stuff that heat is doing to your mech. If you saw my initial thoughts, this is one of the big elements of the game, which is awesome, is heat management. So there's a resource management kind of built into this game, and that's the heat. So if your heat level is at a certain point, it'll actually start causing issues with your mech. So these mechs are not super duper sci-fi. Heat affects the electronics in the mech, makes it hot. If you read any of the books are awesome because it really gives you that feel like if they're shooting off high energy weapons and that engine is having to produce the extra energy. It talks about how they feel the flood of heat coming in. They could be on a winter ice world, but usually they're in shorts and short sleeves because it gets hot in that cockpit and it starts frying electronics. So this is the initial walkthrough on your mech data sheet. Stay tuned in the following weeks as I go through other parts of the rules for the game, and thanks for tuning in.